Hey guys, Alan here with EatSleepTrade.net. I hope everybody's having a good weekend and studying their charts. Going to put together the watch list for you guys for the week of January 20th, 2015. And first up on the list still is LTS, and this one is still holding above its 50-day simple moving average. We've got some nice support in this area right here around 381, 382. So they're relevant with the 50-day simple moving average, and going to be looking for this thing to take its next leg up and put some new highs in for us. Next up on the list, DHT. Had a great call on this from the breakout at 742 and had a nice solid 3, 4, 5 day run straight to the top side. And I did mention and updated this and let you guys know that we were finding a top up here on these two last green days. And confirmation on that was the gap up on this day here. And when that gap filled back down to the previous day's close, if you had any more shares left long, that was definitely the time to get rid of those and reap all your profits. And sure enough, following that, the stock collapsed back down 3 days straight and managed to find some support right around the $8 range, which was another range of resistance we were looking for on this day once we had that breakout, and blew right through that area of resistance and closed above it. So you could see it now acting as support. And our next area of resistance right here around this 843 range. We'll move this up just a little bit, probably around the 850-ish. So we'll be looking for this thing to show strength if it can break back above this 850 range and hold above this 802. So if coming in on Tuesday we drop below 802, then I would be bearish on this and wait for it to find a new bottom. All right, next up on the list is IDRA, and had a decent call on this one out of 445. Came in a little bit late on it, but gave some second buying opportunity here, and we're able to get out up here around that 540 range, which was our next area of marked resistance. And since then has pulled back down. So another area and spot where if you weren't able to take a position on this one before, this could be coming into another opportunity to pick up more shares. And I believe as long as we can close and stay above this 445 range, then we could be looking for a run back up to 540 and possibly a new high put out for that. So this 445 range is going to be the key area of support that we do not want to break. All right, next up, NVAX, and this one had a nice run up to this 650 range and pulled back pretty heavily for 2 days. And I just did a chart update for this on Friday, so I'm going to go ahead and put a link so you guys can check that out and get the full notes. But the end over end, we're looking for a push above 695. So check out that video to get the rest of the details and see what's going to be going on with that into next week. Next up is ZGNX. All right, and this is one that we're playing off this channel here. We're looking for a breakout above the 148 zone, and I've also got an updated chart video on this as well that I put up on Friday. So I will put a link to that so you guys could get the rest of the details on this one from that one if you would like to. But essentially, we're looking for a break above 148. We're putting in higher lows, decent pullback right here, still maintaining above the 50-day simple moving average. That's what we want to see, and a run back up to this 148 test, and hopefully a breakout coming from that. So again, I'll put the link for the updated chart video for that one if you guys want to check it out. Next up is OBCI, and This one here, we're going to be looking for another shot at a break above 510. As you see, the stock did break the 510, but it was pretty short-lived and wasn't able to hold up above. But coming down on Friday, it looks like we might be trying to find a bottom right here, which would be good, as that would be putting in a new higher low, and hopefully we could get another shot at this 510 to get the breakout on that one. Next up and new to the list is AES. Alright, this guy here has been trading in a pretty broad channel between $14 and around $12.78, $12.75. And we're just coming off that bottom again of support around $12.78, and actually just broke this minor area of resistance right here around 1330s. So going to be looking for on Tuesday this thing to continue its way up and hopefully get above this 50-day. And if we could show some positivity on Tuesday, take a position on this one and look for it to come up to this $14 range and at least get a chance on testing that area there. But this one is the idea came from a bigger picture. So seeing the bigger picture there, we're on a pretty decent size uptrend on a pullback, and hopefully going to be looking to break back into new highs to continue that uptrend coming into the new year. All right, next up is AGEN. All right. And this one went pretty volatile and took off, gapped up pretty high. This previous area of resistance around 530 became pretty important over the last couple of days, and for 3 days in a row we have tested that 530 area without being able to break below it. So I think that's showing a lot of strength on this stock, and as you guys can see, to the amount of people that have bought into it, not nearly that many have sold, and they are holding on to their shares. And a lot of times people see this huge gap up and automatically assume that it is going to come crashing down before it actually comes crashing down, and they get stuck in it and add on to a squeeze as well as new money coming in. So I like this thing off the support of 530, and I think if we can hold above that, then we are bullish, and we'll be confirmed bullish on a break higher around this $6 range. So lots of potential with this one and lots of room to move, but the key area on here is going to be 530 and that area of support. As long as we can hold above that, then we can remain bullish on this and see if it can push higher. Alright, next up is going to be AT. Alright, AT suffered this devastating gap down. At least I'm sure it was devastating to anybody that was holding a position. I'm sure this was based off some type of news that was released, but it has since then started to try and make a recovery, putting in some new higher lows, and actually had a decent breakout above 256 right here. And now has started to form a nice descending triangle. So we're going to be looking for that area of previous resistance around 256 to turn into some support, and look for a break to the top side of this descending triangle with our next area of resistance up here around 294 for maybe a larger breakout and start filling this gap back into the top side. But starting small, look for the breakout above this wedge and for support to hold around this 256 range. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos. Also, check out the website eatsleeptrade.net. From there, you can follow me on Twitter, check out all my stock lessons, and watch the forums to stay up to date on all the stocks that we are watching and trading. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.